things that you didn't know about Smite. Number 1 on the list is to do with the Lil Mana skin. Now, aside from this skin not being remodeled to the new Vamana as we now know it, this skin also has a little Easter egg going on. If you turn around this skin and you look in his back pocket there, he's actually got a phone. And if you zoom in on that phone, that is a picture of the old Kali. I thought that was pretty cool. Moving on to number 2. This is an ISIS joke. Now just listen to this shit, okay? This shit is gold.
I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Alright, so moving on to number 3. We all know that Nemesis is blind, right? No? Well, okay, let me tell you. She's blind. But if we have a look at her AFK skin here, actually, you know what? You might still think she's blind. So let's just jump into the actual model of her skin and see what I'm talking about. Right off the bat, you might not really notice anything. So let's click off the skin and go back on and... Whoa, did you see that? When she looked up? What? What? You can definitely see those now, right? Those are glasses. Why is she wearing sunglasses? Number 4. Searching for gods makes sense, right? You just put in their name and the god comes up. Well, did you know that you can search for characters in different ways? You can search for them through their pantheon. You can actually search for them through things like high defense, or if they're a pusher, a bunch of other stuff. Great jungler is another one. You can type in mastered or non-mastered. Obviously there are there's the drop down options where you can choose things like hunter or guardian, but if you just want to narrow it down that little bit more, if you just want to, you know, if you have a quest for an Egyptian character, you can just type in Egyptian and they'll come up that way. Now the 5th and final thing for this video is the old Noir. Now if you've been playing since around about 2014, then you'll know about this old Noir, but Noir had a total rework. Other gods have had reworks, but let's just talk about Noir for this video. Now all of her abilities were technically different, her clay minions were sort of the same, but let's just break down her kit. Now the old fog would actually come around Noir, and wherever you would walk, that fog would actually follow you. It did keep you stealthed, and there was a problem where if you just kept running, you would actually run out of it, but it would eventually catch up to you. But yeah, that one followed you around, so it was actually easier to keep yourself in the fog. His second ability was clay minions. Same thing. Oh my god, look at how many minions she used to have. What the f? Her third ability was called Flame Strike, and this was a small AoE ability that did damage and stunned. The cool thing about it was that the closer you were to it, if you cast it right under your own feet, the ability would actually do more damage. So it depended on how close you were to firing the ability. So however close you were determined how much damage that ability was going to do. It also did damage to structures, which was kind of cool. Her ultimate ability, this was the most unique, the most creative, the most amazing ultimate ever created. She basically brought down these huge pillars. I have no idea what I'm doing. She brought down these huge pillars that created a big square, lightning, and if you walked through it, you took damage. I wonder who has that ultimate now, Mr. Elephant Man Ganesh, you little thief. Oh, but the cool thing about her ultimate is that it was unlimited, the amount of times that you could walk over it, which is, I guess, sort of true now with Ganesh, but there was this thing called the Shake and Bake back in Smite, where you were Fenrir, and you could pick up someone in your mouth as Fenrir and just shake your mouse over the ultimate, and you would instantly kill anyone, because you were basically throwing them over your ultimate like a million times. So let's talk about her passive. Her passive was to do with these crystals, and each ability, if you used it and it was on cooldown, gave you access to one of these crystals. So she had 4 crystals, one for each of her abilities. So the first crystal, for the fog ability, gave her extra movement speed. Clay Soldiers gave her a physical protection buff. Flame Strike gave her AoE basic attacks. And the Pillars of Heaven, which is her ultimate, gave her basic attack damage. But the cool thing is that if you activated all of those abilities, including your ultimate, your first 3 abilities would be reset of the cooldown. So that was basically her thing. You would run in, you'd Flame Strike, get the stun, put your minions out maybe, and then a bit of fog to increase your movement speed. And then you'd ult, and then you'd have your Flame Strike up again, and you'd be able to stun them again. So it was a really, really cool kit. They did change her. I don't actually know why. I really loved the old Noir. But yeah, guys, that's it for this first video of 5 things that you didn't know about SMITE. Like I say, maybe you did know them, but let's just pretend, right? Let's just pretend. Let me know if you want me to do more of these videos by leaving a like on the video. You can subscribe if you're new. That would really help me out. You don't have to, but that'd be nice. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and goodbye.